OWLRO. Hello and welcome. My name is 𝘰𝘀 and this is a collective tarot reading for the full moon in Capricorn, which happens this Wednesday, 10th of July, at some point. And I invite you to relax, to soften, to be open to receive this guidance. And it's a collective reading, so things may not resonate, things may resonate a lot. And ultimately, you are the one that knows. So I channel messages here that might make a meaning to you, but also not. And maybe some of this reading makes sense, maybe all of it makes sense, maybe just a word will, boom, awaken or trigger something in you. And I'm new here, so if you resonate with this, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me what you experience. I'm really looking forward to hear from you. So not just from this end onwards, but from your end outwards to me as well. And I'm going to start with an animal spirit. I'm going to take two, and I'm going to wrap the reading with this later on. So we got the dolphin. I think it's the water element. A lot of intuition with the dolphin right now, I think, is needed in this moment in time. And then we have also the peacock. I think I got the peacock last time. I see the rabbit at the very end. And I'm gonna start with the tarot. I'm gonna pull a Celtic spread to look what is revolving in and out. What are you dealing with? What is moving through you that you might need some... It's not that we need it. Sometimes we just want it, and others, most of the time, can see things that we cannot about ourselves in any case. Probably saw my cat coming out of there. I'm gonna name the cards later. I'm gonna pull a confirmation card, a mystery card. Well, actually, it's not a mystery anymore. I got the Magician. So I think right now, so we start with the Three of Wands and the Star. This is you in the present moment. And I think right now you are in a state of needing to trust and needing to go beyond, look beyond what is there, right there up in your nose, in front of you, around you, or even inside you. This card speaks of, I mean, I can take it on, like, on my own experience. Like recently I was going through a really, really hard moment where actually this cat right here, I don't know if you can see her, she got lost, and I keep pulling this card again and again and again, and I was like, also in relation to her, in relation to me, and it's really that card of just keep going, keep trusting, keep looking ahead. It's not just about this moment. You have to step beyond the limitations of what you are educated, conceived to think and believe in this moment. And it's time to have a really clear, bold, expansive, not only vision, but also belief of what's happening. And I think that the reason why this is happening is to shape your belief in yourself, your belief in your spirit, the belief in in something greater than this material 3D expression of what you are experiencing and living. And I think we are living in times right now where we all need to really step into a deep sense of belief, a different belief of reality. I say deep, but actually what I mean is like a different, expansive spiritual belief. And I think it's a time to reevaluate, to release, to trust that there is something greater, like a greater tapestry, pulling everything together, connecting us together. And it's not just about what the mind is telling us. It's not just about the conditioning. It's not really about the entrapments. I think right now you are realizing this. You are stepping away from these limitations, these mental blockages that you've been conditioned for many, many, many years, maybe even since you were born, to believe about yourself, about others, about the way the world, your world, works. So in that situation that you are, where you are releasing yourself of something humongous, I want to say, you know, there is still that part. There is still this mental. I think the mind is an interference. This is where the interference comes in, and we get stuck. We get stuck at night. We get stuck during the day. We get stuck in the belief, in the analysis paralysis. I'm not saying that you should take that for granted and that you should just, you know, reject that, regret that, or forget about that, or, you know, not validate what you're experiencing. But it is the time right now to it's the time now to believe in something else, to do something else. I think you've been fighting so hard, you've been struggling so hard, you've been standing firmly in a place where right now that is just not needed anymore. I feel like what is it really that you're standing for, and why? Is it bringing you actually a clear safety boundary, protection against something that is actually harmful or detrimental to you, or is it actually limiting your growth, your expansion, your evolution right now? I think that you are there are things that are at stake, like your sense of home and stability, belonging, connection, that sense of energetic also safety. Like whatever is happening is kind of challenging that. It's asking you to, not in a clear way, but it will ask you, and it's asking you to let everything that you believe, everything where you stand, to fall off, to crumble. And I think it's actually for your emotional health, for your emotional intelligence. I think it's for the sake of your of really tapping into a different way of being for you right now, that it is more expansive, more light, more instinctual, more trusting in whatever is coming your way. Like there is too much control and too much fear and too much anxiety that is getting in the way of you trusting this process. I don't want to say it's getting in the way of you trusting this process, but I did say it already. I just think that there is something else pulling you, there's something else awakening you, there's something else that is calling you to trust to kind of, it's almost like if you are in, you know, you need to cross a huge river and it's really rapid right now, and the only way for you to cross it is just to dive it in, to go in and let yourself be dragged by the waters. I wonder if there's also something at home that is limiting, if there is a conflict, if there is something that has surfaced at your, you know, the place where you feel the safest, that is challenging you right now. And if that is, then it is just, you are traversing a dark, scary forest, a dark, scary night. And in this process, you have to take care of your mental clarity, because that's the only light that can illuminate the path ahead. And if your mental clarity is shaped by doubt and fear and negative beliefs, not even thoughts, beliefs, and if you believe those thoughts and these conditionings, it'll be very challenging for you to go through this dark night. So you have to have a clear mind. You have to have a clear spirit, a clear energy, and it's all connected. And for you to do that, you have to practice discernment. You have to practice. Meditation doesn't work for everyone. So I want to say that there's got to be some sort of practice that you can tap into that can help you discern. I speak a lot of discernment. And for me, it's this of really having a clear mind, a sharp mind. And the mind is our biggest interference. When we are lower, when we don't have a sharp, clear, truthful mind, everything else can influence us. And even me, you know, saying all these things, I think that ultimately you have to find that sense of conviction, that sense of belief, of trust, and unfolding of what's happening with your life that only you can take charge of. And I think things are hidden, that are unknown right now to you. So you have to, when you don't know, when the things are unclear, it's just a moment for me to stand still and to rest and to detach from something, maybe inside yourself. What helped me the most when I was going through this process with the cat, she got lost, she fell off the roof, and I really did a lot of meditation, and there were moments where I was just lost, and I really lost her. Something was, I needed to go through that, but then I kept going. I kept having this energy of just like doing, like contacting the neighbors, and it was actually by this great effort I put into with everyone else involved that she was found by someone else. And I always kept, you know, truthful and doing and working and getting and gathering and putting things out, and I was ready to print everything and a poster and put it out there. Yet I also had this other part in me, in my mind, that was like, okay, she's dead, she abandoned me, she whatever, right? All these blah, 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 blah. So there's got to be a different thing now that can guide you, that can pull you, that can collect you into believing and having hope for your life right now. And I know the world is I want to say it's in chaos right now. There's just everything. There's a lot of people struggling, but the only way you can take care of that is by taking care of yourself and your closest environment right now. So I think that there is, you know, a possibility for you to be a little bit reckless with your energy. I think that you have to somehow either reckless or that you're paralyzed And I think that the Knight of Wands invites you to take some sort of action, take some, like, there's got to be something, like, if, let's say, something I discovered, that if you're going through something challenging right now and you're being forced to keep doing, to gather your energy, to keep, you know, fighting for something, or you need to accomplish something, but there is something that is also making you feel really low, really down, really heavy, I think that the Knight of Wands is here to, it invites you to keep going amidst the chaos, the low energy, amidst the worry, the heartache, if there is such. And this is a very passionate energy, so maybe, like, what gives you that right now? What puts you in that? What moves you? Like, what moves me to keep going every day and waking up? It was only 3 days that she was gone, but I would wake up in the middle of the night, and even though I was so tired, the longing to reunite and to check if she was okay, to try to save her, come up, because she's an indoor cat, was so strong that it moved my spirit. The spirit is, it doesn't get tired. It really, of course we need rest, the body needs rest, yes, and I was able to sleep, but there was this also tiredness in my mental energy and the spirit, and I feel like this can be connected to your spirit, but you need to also take care of your mind, rest, and take care of your physical body. So right now in your immediate course of action, the Knight of Wands is here kind of inviting you to be aware of your energy, where you're putting it, how and what you're doing. And I think that in the environment we see something that it is creating and will create, or have created already, or can create upheaval. And this Tower is here to shake things up, because you need to, because it needs to, because it is the way to where you want to go, to the star. It is the way to your emotional, resilient intelligence. And wherever you're standing, whatever is happening, wherever you are, is just not serving you. And I know this sounds cliche, at least to me. This of people say it doesn't serve you anymore, and I'm like, I'm somehow a little fed up with all these terms. But the Tower is, I heard another tarot reader said, she's always saying, the Tower is a wheel of fortune in disguise. And I firmly believe this. The Tower can also be something really subtle happening, maybe a sudden realization about your partner, about your children, about yourself, about your work, about your relationship with a close friend, that is like, oh my God, how come I didn't see this all along? And sometimes you didn't see it all along because it was probably not there. People and everything is changing. And I think the Tower is that reminder that nothing ever stays the same. Nothing ever stays the same. The universe, the cosmos, everything is in constant flux and change. I think right now the obstacle for you is to get out, to snap out of the state of paralysis, if there is such, if the state of immobility. I think that you are very fixated in something that you've lost, or that you will lose, or that is crumbling, and it's getting in the way of this trust in the unfolding, in the unknown, in your spirit. Trust in spirit. Go there. Make your agreements with spirit, with the great spirit, with what you believe in, with your own resilient spirit, and awaken to that, and find what gives you the passion, the motivation that is not dependent on anything or anyone right now. And I feel that the Four of Cups is related to this Four of Wands. There is something that is your sense of safety, stability is probably dissolving, something is changing, and it's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of issue, a lot of trouble to let go of that. And I think your soul really wants to, your soul knows that, your spirit knows it, that you have to let go, that you have to lose control, that you have to surrender. In the outcome, we have a Queen of Cups reverse. So I think the themes of this whole reading is this of emotional connection, codependency, emotional intelligence, intuition, resilience. And I feel that you are being tested, you're being challenged to be more independent, to be more in control of your own emotions. And when I say in control, because we want to lose control in some ways, but bring that to you, welcoming and learning about your emotional depth, about your deep emotional life. And the way to be in control of that is actually losing control, is surrendering, is feeling it, is daring, is courage. The Magician comes in and it tells me you are on a solo journey, even if you're surrounded by people, even if this pertains other people around you. This is about you learning about how to be the co-creator of your life. How can you be in alignment, in co-creation with spirit, with the spiritual, with the intangible, with the unseen. And I think you have to do something to trust that intuition, to cultivate your relationship with your own intuition. I think that's the main theme of this reading, that your intuition wants to guide you, and in that guidance there is a lot of chaos, there is a lot crumbling, there is a lot that seems unbearable, but nothing is unbearable for your spirit, for your resilient spirit. I want to read the animal spirits now, and I'm going to close this reading with that. I'm going to start with the dolphin, which represents something of you, something of what's going for you right now. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. Innately intelligent, healer, light blessings. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates own power to bring into balance like-minded spirit. This cannot be more in line with what's happening. I think you are someone that has that resilient healer. I mean, we all are healers, right? We have this healing innate capacity, but some people are really good at guiding others, and I think you are, but you have to guide yourself first. You have to come into balance yourself first. You have to cultivate that connection with your spirit, with your own power. I mean, you have a lot of power, more than what you in this state of mind can believe, and also where you are, because everything that is happening is leading you in a different place, into a different place with a different surrounding and environment. I think that the peacock will speak of something in your environment, something outside. of you. Let's see what the Beagle has to say to us. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, confident, kind. When out of balance, can digest situations to bring into balance. Meditation on the navel. Inner beauty, compassion. I think this speaks of someone else in your life, someone that you're dealing with that maybe has an unbearable beauty to you, but you have to let go of somehow. I'm just feeling pulled towards saying this. Or it can be like a close relationship. And letting go doesn't mean that they will be away of your life, but it's letting go of the control of wanting them to be for you what you want. And I think also maybe for you to digest all this, what's happening. Yeah. I just wanted to say something there, but it went away. I think there's something with someone. That, of course, there's always something with someone. We are animals that love to connect and mingle and entangle. I'm gonna look into the rabbit. For some reason I feel called to, I don't know if it's your children, there's something with your children or something with your partners or something with the family. Where are you, rabbit? Anyway, if you're here already, please like, subscribe. Tell me something. What's your sun, moon, or rising sign? I'm not gonna read it. I don't think it's meant to. It's meant to go. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you there in the distance. And I hope this supports you. I know it will. But more than that, only you know this is for you. And you have the ultimate guidance and light and power, like the magician. Until next round. OWLRO.